Today we're here in Essex to see Samantha. She's Italian, she's pretty special. To be honest, she's gorgeous. What we have here is a real rarity by the designer Alfredo Vignale. He turned the Fiat 125S into this wonderful 1969 GT and named her Samantha, with a twin-cam 1600 engine which does 0 to 60 in 13 seconds. Only around 100 were produced and only 20 in right-hand drive, and this so happens to be one, in this stunning teal colour. Vignale was an amazing coach builder of the time, but he sadly died in a car crash not long after selling his company, which was eventually bought by the Ford Motor Company in 1973, along with gear. And more recent times, you will have seen the Italian name used on the top of the range Cougars and Mondeos. So who now owns this very desirable car? Okay, Paul, welcome to Down at the Barns. This is a fantastic example of a Vignale Samantha. How did this car come about?
Basically, Vignale decided he wanted to designed a car that he was going to use himself as a four-seater, two-door coupe.
Right, and this was based on the Fiat 125S.
That's correct.
Of the time, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, there are only, we think, around about 100 made of these, is that right?
That's right. They do say 98, but
okay.
It's not been proven exactly.
Right. And only 20 made of a right-hand drive.
That is what is believed.
And
yes.
This is one of them, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, your story behind getting this one is a bit of an interesting one as well, isn't it?
It is, because I originally was mentioning the car to me when I was over on a trip in Italy in 2016. I personally went and visited the collection that the car was in, and then I negotiated, and last year I bought the car from them.
Yeah, which is great. And it's a lovely colour, isn't it?
Mm.
It really is a lovely colour. And it's been registered with the Historical Society in Italy. Tell us a bit about that.
That's the Fiat Historic Register.
Right, okay.
Not as a lot of them are registered with the Automobile Club. This is a separate Fiat register for classic cars or historic cars that enables people to use the cars in certain areas where they wouldn't normally be allowed.
Right.
And also to prove its historic correctness.
Okay, and that's actually fitted to the back of the car there, isn't it?
That's right. Which shows its matching numbers, etc., etc., and it's as original.
Right. Now, these cars, when they first came out, were around about £15,000, something like that, to buy new, I believe. So now, what would they be worth, do you think?
Quite frankly, I'm asking £45,000 for this
Oh,
one.
wow. Okay, so they're worth a lot of money, aren't they? Which is amazing. So a good collector's piece to have. Really are, which is fantastic. Now, there is also a kind of a sister version of this called the Evelyn, isn't it? And what was that based on?
That's based on the Fiat 124,
right,
which is a standard pushrod engine.
Right.
Not the twin-cam engine that's in the 125.
Yeah.
With a 4-speed gearbox, and it's slightly earlier.
Yeah, and how'd you find this engine? Because it's twin cam on this, 1600. Yeah. How'd you find it?
It goes very well.
Yeah?
Goes very well.
So,
sounds lovely.
Yeah, 0 to 60 in about 13 seconds, something like that, do you reckon?
I would think so, but I never really judge things by that anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those cars, though, do you not think, to go out on a nice day, just drive around the countryside, isn't it? It's that sort of car, that sort of vehicle. Yeah. And do you think it's the sort of car that people stop and look at? Oh, this is interesting what you got here.
Well, everybody wonders what it is.
Yeah.
You know, basically, I've taken it to Coffee and Classics at Battlesbridge, another cafe classic meeting at Holbridge, and everybody's just been stunned by not knowing what it is.
Yeah, it's the intrigue of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is brilliant, and we love the headlights that pop out.
Yep.
That's good fun, isn't it? He was known for being a fantastic coach builder, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And worked heavily with Fiat in the past. And you've got you collect lots of classic cars. What's your history behind collecting cars?
Basically, I've been bringing cars from Italy because I like bringing from Italy for lack of corrosion and finding original, unusual things for the last 20 years.
Right. So you have a nice collection. How many cars altogether do you have?
12 or 13.
Yeah. So basically, you collect them, but if someone come along and quite like one, offered you money for them, you would be prepared to sell them?
Oh, yes. I'm always willing to pass something on to a new appreciating owner.
Yeah.
Because then I have the opportunity to go and find something even more unusual.
Paul, being at the rear of the car, it's kind of got a bit of an American feel for me, but what do you think?
Mini DBS.
Okay, and here is the actual marking plate, the plaque with the number on the back.
That's correct, from the historic register for Fiat.
Yeah, and these lights originally were from?
Fiat 125.
Right, the Fiat 125, and these lovely bullet holes along the side.
They are basically just decorative.
Yeah, but they look fabulous.
They break down the rear quarter.
Yeah. These doors, Paul, look familiar. They're from a Jenson, aren't they?
Jenson Interceptor Mark 1, which Vignale designed originally.
Yeah.
And hand-built the parts for it.
Right, so you'd have had these hanging around. I thought I'll stick them on here.
Yes, and designed the coupe
Yeah.
around the Fiat chassis.
Yeah.
And of course, the parts that were available had to be manufactured.
Yeah, and it's got a bit of the lines of a Jenson as well, a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is quite nice too. So looking under the bonnet, Paul, it's very tidy, isn't it, for its age?
Yes, it's just as I bought it and first saw it in the collection. I've done nothing to it because I like to leave it as original.
Because this has only done 25 kilometres, is that right?
That's what's recorded on it, because of the elderly owner hardly ever used it.
Yeah, because we think that he bought it maybe in his 60s, therefore he didn't use it very much.
That's right.
Yeah, and then
he bought it in 1971.
Yeah.
And he was born in 1914.
Yeah.
So you can see he's in his 60s. So he would have been retired. It would have been his pride and joy. He would just have used it occasionally, and that's it.
And it's got this exclusive number down here. What's this all about?
Well, basically, that is a number that tells you your panel numbers to make sure the right panel's put on the right car.
Right.
Because it's a matching number to the front panel and to the bonnet. And other panels are also done like that. The Vignale register in Italy itself didn't even know that they were done, and they hadn't seen it before till I sent them pictures of it to confirm the engine number and the chassis number at the same time.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Paul, let's see this car in action, shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Paul, for showing us the Samantha. It's really interesting and lovely driving around in such a rare vehicle. And hopefully we can come back and film some more of your wonderful collection of cars.
Of course you can.
Yeah, it'd be lovely. Okay, so see you next time on Down at the Barns. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.